Hello everyone and welcome back to our podcast. You are stressed? Or do you usually stress yourself? Because in today's episode we will discuss about this idea and how you gain extra weight, because of the stress. I don't try to get involved in and to try to explain the complicated part or the complicated anatomy of fat cell and how the stress is produced in your brain and everything like this. No, I try to approach this subject a little bit more simple than like scientific. Okay, so most of the times when we gain extra weight is because of the stress, because when this idea, because some people will say, yeah, but I knew people that are very skinny because of the stress. Yes, because depends on the person, so it's different from a person to other. But right now, because we have a big percentage of obesity, most of the times this big percentage is because of the stress. So stress can come from a lot of different things, from our environment, parents, friends, workplace, bullying, school, teachers, lots of people. Can come from lots of directions, and we really can't do anything about it, because most of the time we can't control everything. So that's why it's very important that to realize that the only thing that we can control is the way we react at this kind of things. So most of the times when you are stressed or you begin to be stressed, you go to eat. You go and get closer to this idea, not this idea, because it's like a chemical chain reaction. Because when you are stressed, you feel sad most of the times. So because you feel sad, you have it's a reaction, that you need to feel alive, you need to feel like you are happy. So that's why the quickest way to do this is to go to food, especially the bad food like Snickers, chocolate bars, sweets based on sugar. So because of that, for a short period of time you're gonna feel better, and because this thing will persist a lot, can be addictive. And there is a book, they call it Atomic Habits, and over there the author explained a study on mouses, where they did this study a long time ago, I think at Oxford University, where they tried to see how the mouses reacts when they give them sugar, a little bit of sugar, after they try to put depression on their head. So that's why the quickest part to manage this idea of stress is to go to food, and it's very fast to feel better. So most of the times when you can't say something to someone, even if it's your friend, your family, colleagues, because you are afraid, you don't want to lose them. You don't want to lose them, you don't want to lose your job, you don't want to lose the opportunity, you don't want to lose, in most of the cases, something, okay? Because you are trapped in some thoughts that if you lose something, you can't get it back, or if you lose something, or if you lose something, you'll not be accepted in that environment. So it's very sad for you, because in your past, when you was at school, you wasn't that kind of person that loved to socialize, because you had some problems at home, or the education your parents give it to you didn't force you to understand that you have to be who you are, and you just have to make friends in a way you can do it. Like, you don't have to change yourself to be liked, okay? So this is I forgot what I wanted to say, but yeah, getting back to the present, okay? Right now, because you are scared to lose lots of things, okay? The main thing to not go in that trap, okay, that to go to the food and start achieving bad habits, okay, of eating sweets. The best way is to start writing. And I'm honest, I tried this on myself and it's amazing. You can't imagine how much this can help you. And I tried once when I was so pissed on my friends. I knew that they were there when I needed, and they will be there when I need it, but in some moments they just make lots of bad jokes about me and everything like this, and I can't afford at this moment to lose it because of a lot of different things. So I start writing down even the bad words. I start writing on my notes on my phone. I start writing everything that I wanted to say, worst, good, bad, everything. Okay, I started wrote on my notes. After 2 weeks or 3, when the relationship between me and my friends become better, I just look at what I wrote in the past in notes, okay, what I wrote, and is like a feeling that you want to start laughing, because you imagine that, look how crazy I was, look what crazy thoughts I had. Because this is how things work. Because in a moment when you are angry, in that specific moment, your brain it's blocked, and you want to concentrate and focus only on the bad things that you want to say or tell to the other person, and you can't see other vision, other opportunity, other way of see things. So to just cut and throw this idea of, hey, I'm scared to lose and I don't want to say, because you don't write, all your bad thoughts will remain in you. All the angry part will be in you. So if you don't get it out, will become like a stress. And you're gonna start put a lot of pressure on yourself, and because of that you're gonna try different ways to calm yourself and to manage the problem inside that, like that disaster, let's say, that you create in your side, in yourself. So you start smoking, you start drinking alcohol, you start doing drugs, you start eating lots of sweets and everything like this, junk food. Okay, so because you have some internal problems that you don't want to get it out because you are afraid, okay, you just start damaging yourself from inside to outside, and this is the most dangerous thing that you can do. Okay, that's why you saw lots of cases where people had very tragic accidents, but because they were so strong inside, okay, they had external accidents, okay, and because they were so strong inside and they lived a life, they just know how to manage their emotions psychologically and everything, they just recover very fast. Okay, even if it was like paralyzing, even if it was, I don't know, surgeries, cancer and everything. That's why this idea of destroying yourself from inside to outside is very dangerous, is the most dangerous thing that can happen. That's why I recommend to you, and I strongly recommend to you, just start writing, okay? First thing, when you had an argument, a fight, okay, with someone, with your friend, colleague, family, doesn't matter, okay? Just, if you don't want to lose them, okay, and you want to get it out, just start writing, okay? Go to the toilet, take your phone, open your notes and start writing everything that you had in mind. How do you want to explain to that person and everything? Just write it down. And in this way, it's like a magic formula when all the stress from your brain, or your bad thoughts, all the bad vibes, okay, comes from your brain and soul, and will be transferred to your phone or paper. But the fastest way is on your phone, so will be transferred to your phone. And you just release your soul. You just give it a try. Just give it. I want to explain so much, and this subject is very deep, and a lot of people don't talk about it, but it's very interesting. It's very interesting, and just give it a try. Give it a try once, and you're gonna see the difference. You're gonna see the way you walk after you write. It's like you release your soul and brain, and it's like you already did what you want to do. It's like you already said to that person what you want to said, but without losing them. If this is your fear. So also all this stress can just have an impact on your muscles, because we'll get tight, and because the muscles get tight, will have an impact on your posture, on your bone structure for a long period of time. If for a long period of time you stay stressed and everything, if it's just once for one day, it's not a problem, but if you are stressed for a long period of time, will have an impact on your bone structure, because it had an impact on your muscles. So it will be impact on your muscles, bone structure. So because of that, will have an impact on your internal organs that take care of your digestion. So because of that, because your digestion, your internal organs that take care of your digestion will not work properly, your muscles, your body will not, and especially your brain, will not get the nutrients that you need or they need. Okay, so this is one more reason why you should start writing. Release your brain, release your soul, release your brain from all the toxic thoughts and the fear of losing. Thank you so much. This is all for today. So if you think you have questions or you want to just say something, please leave it in the comments, or just email us on office@eatshealthy.uk, and I'll be happy to answer to all of your questions and thoughts. Or if I can help you with something, I'll do it with pleasure. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.